Alrighty. Time for a new build. Alright, so we're going to go red guard. Let's do a female this time. Something fun to play. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, looks good. Let's see. We could have some white tattoos. The ice. What are the options here? Say green. Nah, it's better like this. So I need the name. I need the name. Fallira. Ah, history is not bad. Let's go. Also, let's go with history. History. All right. Let's dance.
Approach, my child, and choose where your new life shall begin.
Let's do a different start, like it was attacked and left for death. I don't know where it's going to bring us actually, so hopefully it's fun.
The light of hope shines even for you. Don't give up.
Actually, let's enable everything. Start trigger to installation. Alright, this is one of my favorite builds. It's a variation of one of my favorite builds, but it should still work more or less like my favorite build. It's Sunlight sword build, where the goal of the build is to hit enemies as quickly as possible and take all the perks of Sunlight weapons while doing so. We start red guard because it doesn't affect the damage of the Sunlight weapons as usual. We are going to go Oriel with this one, because why not? But let's take some magic stuff. It's usually the more difficult thing. What can I take? So my take on this build, well, the main version of this build for me is Sunlight Weapon with heavy armor, which is super strong. Where are we? Oh wow, factory. Interesting. Huh. Never started here. Ooh, that's a dangerous place. That's a Twilight Sepulchre. Okay, okay, okay. I can play with this. So we are going. Oh, I haven't decided which. I haven't decided yet which stone, but the blessing is going to be Oriel. So Oriel gives us faster stamina regen, bit of magicka, but more importantly, it gives us 25% attack speed, which is super important for this build. It will give us also some physical damage, which honestly we don't need, but the 40% increase of all the slow time effect, that one could be interesting. It would be really nice to get that. We can also get Werewolf with Oriel, which is good because I think Werewolf is going to be good for this build. I haven't decided the Earth sign. We don't need the Warrior, of course. Lady is always good. We don't need Lord. Steed is fine. What about Thief? Thief are born at the end. The Thief wasn't clean. So Thief gives us more attacks. Tower is good for this build. Tower could be a good one, yeah. Lover is fine. Anything on the... No. And then there is a sub. Yeah, I think we're going tower for this one. Being able to open the chest is kind of nice. We get mass, we get 150 armor. We'll never be still, but I mean, who cares, I guess. The alternative is Lady, 30 health, 30 stun. I think Lady is better. Alright, so let's talk about the skills. We are going restoration, of course, for the sunlight weapons, but we will perk in the full tree. Well, actually, I'm not sure about this. We are kind of starved with perks, so I may not take the strongest, like the master restoration, but I'm pretty sure I'll go up to power of life, and I'm also sure I will take Manu's comprehension to get more damage out of the sunlight weapons. We will likely do enchanting, like 5 perks for infusion. The reason is we're going to go with one-handed sunlight weapons, so they absorb magicka, and in combat the best way to use that magic is going to be with infusion. Even if you're not going to have a big magicka pool, that's what it is, but I think it's going to be still fine. We're going to go with, well, we need to do one-handed. Specifically, we need flurry and sword focus for attack speed. Evasion we don't necessarily need to perk in all of it. What it would be nice to take is finesse. Well, not even finesse, probably only dodge we need. And then there is dexterity. Dexterity is a long discussion, but I think we're just going up with the 3 perks, the Akipo perks. We don't need precise strikes, we don't need to penetrate enemies, because we just don't do it. So those would be the perks. Oh, and illusion. And we take some perks in illusion to get Shadow Shield, of course. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 perks in illusion. So there is a lot to go through. I think we're going to start with a very simple restoration, evasion build, and then we build from there. We could get the first 2 enchanting perks because it's only level 10 requires, but I don't know, I don't think we'll need that. So the reason why this is a variant of my build is that usually when I do this build, I go heavy armor to reduce the damage from enemies as fast as possible, as much as possible. We're not going to do that here. I'm going to do evasion because I want to have fun with evasion. So let's perk in agility. Then when we are level 20, we go dodge. And eventually adjust spell casting. We don't need it right now. So that's one thing. Then the second one is novice restoration. And here we need, well, we need various things. I think at the beginning we are going to heal self and the mace because they are pretty useful. We will need the sword eventually though. So, and then one perk, I don't know yet. I think lockpick would be nice. Because we want to be able to open locks. Then again, do I want to waste the perk there? Or we could take nimble fingers, because anyway, at some point we will need to perk into dexterity. This gives us 10% less stamina cost from attacks, which is pretty good. Yeah, maybe let's do that. Even if you cannot open locks, but I don't want to waste too many of my perks. So we could even do illusion if you want to actually. So let me see. Okay, finesse we need it for the range damage reduction. What else do we get? Dodging grants 10% increase armor penetration. This one we don't need it. But this one could be nice. Dodge costs less stamina could be nice. So that would be an option. One-handed 10% damage, we don't need it. This one though, this one could be nice. So let's keep the perk, we don't need to use it right now. And yeah, we're going to maximize damage speed. Sorry, damage speed, attack speed. That's why we're Oriel. There we go. Let's get into it. The plan is to get some magic resist buff together with and then use sunlight weapon to do damage. We will try to get some weapons that decrease magic resistance because we attack so quickly. That would be the best way to decrease, magic resistance. So probably one of the Kengren, I don't know how it's called, but the tools from Morrowind. If I remember correctly, one of them removes 5% of magic resistance for 10 seconds, so we're going to use that. That will be very strong. If you can get the Fury up with that particular sword, we will be able to do an insane amount of damage with the sunlight weapons we have. So that would be really cool if I can. What happened to the terrain here? If you can pull that off. Okay, we got some armor somehow. That's amazing because we can use it immediately, and we also got a steel sword. So let's maybe add this. Can I custom mace while in armor? I can.
You're interfering with official
calm down.
business.
This doesn't concern you.
Move along.
Shield. Man, they can be really annoying. Yeah, so that's it. That's the build. There is nothing else to it really. We're going to use shield at the beginning just because it's easier to sustain damage, even if we're going to dodge most of the times. but we're not going to perk into blocking, so it makes no sense for this build to perk into blocking. Yeah, let's maybe not start from the orcs, given that they resist our attacks and they have an insane health pool. Actually, I had to resist to do an orc for this build because Sunlight Weapon give you regeneration. Regeneration based on your health, so the more health you have, the more you regenerate, if my understanding is correct. So if you want a really big regeneration build, you don't go Argon, you go Orc. Because of the huge health pool. Which is... nah. Again, eventually all my build end up like are going to be Orc. I always play Orc for some reason. Alright, we don't have a way to parry this, so let's see how this goes.
Are you looking for a fight?
She's also high level.
Alright, you
Good.
got it.
Yeah, the speed attack is good. The problem is that if she wakes up, she will power stamina and power. I don't know what she did there. But good for her. She should have power attack. Alright, yeah. Magical regeneration is going to suck, of course. Whatever. We can parry like this. I want to try the... yeah, let's try this. So we'll get to the point where we attack very quickly, which is the whole point of the build, and it's super fun.
Die, damn you!
Okay, this is it. This shouldn't be too hard, but it depends. I think he has a steel weapon which gives him range. Yeah. So if he hits us once, we're dead. If he doesn't hit us though, that's good. Let's see. Well,
I will claw the eyes out of you, fool.
and I hate this so much. Come on, man. Just attack. He's going to power attack me into oblivion, isn't he?
I got you like a fish. Come on! I'll have your head.
Come on!
She
Why is
wishes
not
we
power
had.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I need to dodge as soon as possible in this build. So
Can't wait to
light
count
armor
out your
is
coin.
without a way to evade is like not great. Okay, but thanks God our attacks go through the defenses. Actually, let me see what's the trait on the on the armor. Stormcloak, power attack consume less stamina. Lead is protection from slash. Yeah. We're not going to power attack yet. We will power attack a lot later. So we need evasion up. I will never stop being surprised by the fact that Edgar doesn't have evasion as a primary skill. I don't get it. It's like the main skill of this build. Also, we'll need to make a lot of vegetable soup, so let's search for the ingredients. Yeah, but overall, this, if I can get it online, is going to be a really fun build. Last time I played this, I had a blast. I kind of... okay, I was in heavy armor, but I was able to tank the slighted. And it was just so fun. You know the difficult room in... what? What's not giving me stamina? Okay. The slighted room in the Feglock Cape. Yeah. I was able to sustain the damage from the from the slighted, all of them, like all attacking at the same time, and my character was standing there and sustained the damage, and it was so fun and broken to watch. A bit too broken maybe, but really fun to watch. The problem with this build is, like many quote-unquote hybrids, it's a bit difficult to get it online. 112, oh my god, can we speed this up? $89, so I take it for no, we cannot speed it up. Is there any apple that I can eat? Dang it. The regeneration is going to be terrible. Auriel gives us 25 magicka, so that's good, but that's really the only thing it gives us for magicka. So we need some equipment. Oh, and this is also a good build for Regal's armor. So once I'm a bit strong, I'm probably going to try that to get that. It's also a good build for the old god's armor. I just don't know what's the if Auriel can use that armor, so maybe let's not do that. Okay, I see. So let's go. The next one is an archer, if I'm mistaken.
Is someone there? Give up while you still can.
Boss. Come on, who was that? My parry didn't go through, so it looked like I just tried to move through him. Anyway, drink the jug of milk. Alright, we have some healing to do. Man, our healing suck. I hate healing one. It never worked.
One there?
Okay, they already heard me because I was casting, I guess. So there is an archer down there. Oh, shit. She's not great, the archer.
This is the end for you.
Archers will always be a problem. I'm banking on the 25% damage reduction from evasion, from dodging. But that works only if I remember to dodge, which is a big if.
Just a scratch.
Shit. Okay, that worked.
Kill you.
Okay, crossbowman.
Yeah. I can.
Okay, the speed is there. The speed is definitely there. So, yeah, one of the biggest advantages of this build is that you attack very quickly. So you can put a ton of pressure on enemies, especially the one with heavy weapon, before they can do anything. None of them had a shield. Not a single one of them had a shield. Alright, sure, why not? 44 seconds of weapon. Can I actually rush the next guy? Salon there. Do I have? Maybe let's put this there. 28 seconds.
Not alone.
Is that the best you can do?
Yeah, no, that was a mistake. That was a big fucking mistake. The weapon will expire before I can defeat this guy. Come on. I need to tell Dawn about this, because it's not the first time they get stuck in.
Come on, come on!
Okay, that was terrifying. He just power attacked. Well, attacked while being stuck.
I'll show you a real fight.
Let's see. Man, but this is risky as hell. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I'll skin you alive.
Okay. Got lucky there. Anyway. Guys, you probably realize we need a dodge perk yesterday. Again, no idea why. Yeah. No idea why this the red gun doesn't start with evasion at a bit higher. Should be, given that they use mostly evasion. Yeah, so I'm also not going to use any crafting skill for this one. That's on purpose. I kind of tired to mix potions and find stuff to get stronger at mixing potion. I want you play. You know, kill enemies, all this stuff. All this.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Ah, not another one of those. One of them stepped on purpose on a trap.
You'll pay for that?
Oh, an archer. An archer. Should have rushed him. We got a bit on defensive because it felt like it was rushing us. Also, we need some regeneration. Will he come down by himself? Yes.
Do your worst.
Okay, good. So our damage is not great. Oh, finally. The reason why this will work for now is that we have very high speed, very high swing speed, so that will help. Okay. Yes, like this. Okay. Also, we need to get a lot of damage resistance from leveling up. I won't level up the stamina, despite stamina giving the... well, we may level up... oh shit, the red card. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's cheeser. So...
You won't get the best of me. Victory is yours.
I forgot what I was saying completely. Okay. Now the Kingpin maybe not the easiest enemy for this build. So let's see. And it, okay, but I need no, let's not do that. So as I was saying, the Kingpin may not be the easiest enemy for this build, so let's see how it goes. We have a shield. We should be able to sustain damage.
Aha! Try and fight back.
That's on the Kingpin, that's the other guy though. So yeah, let's play around that pillar. He's a staff beard. No, it's not staff, he's... well... very aggressive lizard.
Yield, and I may still show mercy. Oh! Ha! You're not very good at this, are you?
Alright, let's see how it goes with the Kingpin. 55. Man, we are so far from evasion. Come on. From dodge. So dodge is way too important for this build. We are one hit from dying from most enemies. Oh boy, oh my god. Yeah, that's great. Like I need a 200 sword, very fast warrior. With steel sword.
You need to do better than that.
Right?
Can I
You know,
die for that?
to do better than that. Yeah, we need to get
You're dead.
in.
You hear me?
Right?
Dead.
Let him attack and then attack once, and we should be safe. He has a
Fire
steel
easy.
weapon, so
Won't
I need
get
to
away
be
with that.
careful that he doesn't run away. Yeah, like this. That was interesting.
Not so fast.
Alright. Yeah, so as you can tell, most enemies except Britons and partially also orcs are going to be a joke for the build. My theory is that let's bring it to us. My theory is that the NPCs don't know how to deal with sunlight weapons, so they just try to parry and do what they do with the normal weapons, but it doesn't work. So they end up taking a ton of damage. No, we're not going to get less armor. We barely have armor game. And that's it, really, for the build. As I said, health, we don't need anything of this. We take damage reduction because damage reduction good, but we really don't need damage reduction. It's just like we shouldn't get hit too much, and if you get hit, we should be able to restore ourselves. The damage reduction from health level up is just additional insurance on surviving. Alright, I'm surprised that we can cast the sunlight weapon in full armor with the shield. That 25 magicka from Oriel helps a lot. So Oriel gives us increased attack speed for every magic book we read. So the more we read, the better, which kind of correlates with how many spell perks we take, right? Because each spell perk is 2 additional spells. I don't know where to find other spells. I have an idea where to find some, but I never went out of my way to find the tomes. But for this build, if we could get faster swing early on, I think that would be very helpful. Alright, found Falkreath. Now, if I want to do other... I don't know if I can do Regal already at this level. That's a bit of a stretch. Try. Oh man, we have 2 archer up there already. And the door is at depth, so we cannot open it. I need the key.
Steel's good. Take a look.
We could give it a try. Like, we are very early on. It should be fine to try to get Regal, and if we die, we die, whatever. I'm worried about her, but mostly because of the enemy around her. I mean, before I go there, let me check if there is a quest. We could do Falkreath as an area with bandits. There are some good bandit camps. Sadly, there are a lot of... actually, that's something, the mission here. The reason is there are a lot of... I could be in very short mind, alright, so let's take... There are some orcs strongholds here. And and orcs are annoying for a sunlight build because we do magic damage. So orcs resist magic
Welcome.
and have a
Let me know if
huge
you
health
want anything.
pool.
I think I got a clean. Welcome to Dead Man's Drink.
Okay, let's
Here,
see.
take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
Okay, we could sleep. What time
You
is
hear
it?
any juicy gossip in town? Be sure to share it with me. Sure thing. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Let's see.
I'll be right here if you need anything else.
Also, I need to remember that I cannot steal with this build. So we sleep until tomorrow at... Man, this plugin that adds this clock is the worst. I need to remove it. I need to get back my normal sleeping stuff, and also speed up this process because it's annoying.
Welcome to Dead Man's Drink.
Okay, let's have a look if I can make another vegetable soup.
Be sure to share it with me.
If not, what I need to make a vegetable soup. So vegetable soup, I need
Let me know if there's anything
tomato and bottled water. Can I find tomato and bottled... Well, bottled water, yes, I can get it at the inn, but tomato?
I escaped fighting. Take a look.
No. Dang it. Let's grab one bottled water and let's see if we can find some
Need anything
tomatoes
else?
somewhere. Alright. For the slowdown effect, I need to understand what gives me that the slowdown effect that Oriel boosts.
Is someone there? Of course.
Okay. Okay.
Well met. Unlike my brother, I've no dislike of...
Alright, we are too early in the morning, so we can now make the soup because we don't have tomatoes. We have an alternative soup, cabbage soup, and tomato soup. Let's take a tomato soup, it's fine. And the bounty is this one, but I think it's an orc mine. With a trickster, with a name trickster. So, yeah. Nah, thanks. Alright, let's go up toward the building with Regal in it. I don't know. I may die here. Regal is pretty strong and she's surrounded by many bandits. I think if I take it slowly, I may be able to do it, but we'll see. So, I would like to avoid... No, let's not go toward the undeads. But I would like to avoid the towers if possible. Let's see. Sorry, the archers. I don't know why I said the towers, the archers. And so, this build that in the end game will have a ton of speed. And I think we will boost it even more with a shout if possible. We'll see. I'm not sure about that, but it's a possibility to boost the attack speed with a shout to get even more attack speed. If you use the blade that buffs magic, then the faster we attack, the better. It's simple as that, because, well, that blade, the buff stacks, so if in 10 seconds we can attack 20 times, then we remove the complete magic resistance, even from the strongest of the enemies. So that, that's cool. That would be nice. Alright, let's try this. Also, it seems I have some texture missing for some reason. I have no idea why. But somebody told me yesterday that... First of all, let's try like this. No, it doesn't work. Okay, let's get in.
I'll put you in the
Okay, I haven't even entered the house yet, but sure. Okay. Happy stuff. Let's go outside. This is a bit too restrictive for me.
Ah, I think you're bleeding.
No, I'm not. You haven't hit me yet. Nice. Yeah, the attack speed is... And the attack speed is so good. Like... It's a sunlight maze, right? So it's not... Actually, this counts as a trespassing. Yes. Take it. I don't know what's the limit for Oriel. But it's likely not very high. Because Oriel is one of those that don't want you to do anything bad. Alright, let's go.
Huh?
Oh boy, orc with shit. Dang it.
Someone's gonna get hurt. Prepare to die! Son of
Ah, the beauty of playing Red Guard. Stamina problem. What's stamina? Oh, actually, we could do Skooma to get attack speed, if I'm not mistaken. Or, I don't know if it gives attack speed, to be honest. Well, it should, right? Because it has slow down effect on it. Okay, let's get outside. I don't know if I have the stamina to sustain the shield bash and attack. There's something is definitely wrong with my texture.
I'll show you a real fight.
Maybe just stamina.
It's nothing.
Nice. That's good. That went well. Let's keep the bottle of water and let's go down. I like the new armors. Sometimes they're a bit too flashy for Skyrim in my opinion, but still, I like the style a lot. Nice. Yes. Yes, 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 that's good. Alright, let's check the potion here. The potion. Where did we kill the other one? Oh, we can loot it later. We don't need to loot it now. Oh, there is another one. Oh! Whoa! Maybe let's not die like this.
You won't leave here alive!
Level 1 bandit killing us. No! Dang it! Come on! It's just a stupid bandit level 1 with an axe.
Have you? Go ahead and try and fight
Also,
back.
very aggressive, so we should be able to read the attacks. Okay, whew. Well, I almost died. Great. And now we are down to 2 healing potions. I was supposed to use them for Regan, not for this guy. 3 enemies here. Oof, let's see how this goes. Yep, very aggressive north. The problems are the archers though. Those they will do a ton of damage if they hit me. One.
Just give up!
Just give up. So we could make them exhaust the arrows. We certainly cannot tank the arrows, that's for sure. So rushing them, not an option. Don't have any.
You won't get the best of
Level
me!
19. One of these two is a pretty strong bandit too.
Prepare to die!
Can't wait to count out your coin.
You ready to die today, huh?
It's good that only one of them is shooting because we can make him exhaust the arrows. But he could have a lot of arrows, that's the problem. Let's see.
Fool, I'll have your blood.
Oh, we have 6 seconds of weapon. Dang it, I should have waited. How many? Yeah, we don't have any more potions.
Tell you what.
Yep. Well, this one we need to do it with a normal weapon. We don't have a choice. Let's get back and so archers should be very aggressive.
What you gonna do?
Get back a little bit before I use all my stamina.
You're gonna die for that.
No, I don't. Hopefully. Okay.
By Eastmere, you won't get away with that. You'll be so much easier to rob when you're victory is.
Alright. That went well. Yeah, the steel sword. Well, we don't need to move to steel sword, but the armor is good. So let's take that, use that, and we can discard everything else.
You won't leave here alive!
Except the. Did I discard the steel boots? Okay. Can make it sound like
You call yourself a wizard? Come on!
mace again. Oh shit, I thought it would switch to
I cannot.
I thought it would switch to melee when I was close, and because it was very close behind the door I thought it was just going to do it immediately. So evasion 20 and then everything else in restoration. Evasion 20 means that we have the dodge perk, so we can dodge now. And now we'll see with restoration. So we can dodge. It doesn't cost us that much stamina. So let's see if I'm doing this, I can dodge backward. Yeah, okay. Hey, morning. Yeah, he died to a farmer, so this is another win for the farmer dungeon against the blood mage. We didn't have enough frost resistance. We encountered a frost, the boss of one of the dungeon was a frost, was using frost magic, and he got extremely aggressive against us. Like he rushed us, and my hope was that our blood we couldn't run away from him. I don't think we would have managed to run away because of how fast he was going. So I tried to out damage him. Like I thought, you know, we have all the bonuses and damage. We should be able to do more damage than what he does. And I was wrong. Barely, but I was wrong. He had 30% magic resist, which meant that essentially he was able to sustain
That's it?
the damage from our
That's
spell.
your best?
Oh shit. I need to be careful with the stamina though. So he managed to sustain our damage because he took 30% less damage than us, and because he had
You're a fool to test me. Last
he had
mistake.
a lot of health too. And also because our magic was damaging us too, so we were taking double damage from our spells and his frost spells. Sadly, frost spells are like, unless you have a lot of resistance, and we had 15 resistance, so that was a bad start already. We should have bought a potion, and as soon as we saw him casting, we should have popped the potion. So that was my mistake. But still, frost somehow his frost damage out damaged my blood damage. That was impressive.
I knew it.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, exactly. I agree. And the main issue with, specifically with this kind of content, is that you have it also on the drug. Like, ice damage, frost damage is very strong when used by one of those. So you end up balls. It's going to drain all my stamina, and I lost my sunlight weapon, so I don't have damage acquired. Okay, time for a reset. Here. Thanks. Have a nice day, man. Yeah, I agree on the underlevel part. It's you just assume that you can do them, and then, but it's true also for the drog. I feel like the frost spell is it's what I've killed most of my builds, sadly.
Where are you?
One second, yes.
Where are you? Oh well.
Please not must run out, man. Come on. Okay, there we go. It's coming. He's alone. Somehow. Okay, I think the steel sword will do more damage to work. So that's good.
I'll show you a real fight.
Man, the attack speed is so good. It's a shame that the game considered this stealing. This is not like, this is a bandit room. What is jug of milk is running? Oh, right. I forgot. We can drink water and jug of milk to get some magicka back. Right, let's keep that up. Man, I love that part of the update. We needed more.
Someone there.
Oh, really? She's still here. I hate Dummer so much. Take it.
Go ahead. Try and fight back.
Yeah, you choose
You'll
me. I choose you.
regret.
Let's see who is the other.
No!
Oh, come on. That was a bash game, though. No, apparently it wasn't. Okay. Well, I lost a ton of health against this one
Your
Dumber.
armor will look good on you.
So we need to use one more potion. We're down to one potion. I'm not sure I can do the full dungeon like this. Yo, nice. Let's see. Also not getting that much
Is someone there?
experience.
Thought I heard something.
Oh, it's up there. Okay. Now what am I doing? I don't have any resistance to. Yeah. If he's smart, he's going to keep the distance. Can I bait him?
Not impressed.
He did hit me.
Dang
Dang it. Again, took way too much damage. We don't do physical damage, of course. Not that much, of course, right? We haven't perked into one undead and we are red guards. So two things that really means we don't have much damage. And Regal, we may manage to aggro her from the next room, so I cannot really afford to go there right now. I'm not going to sleep an hour because we lose a lot of well, there isn't much I can do. I can just wait and get back my magicka. So actually one thing we could do is, let's see if there is a bow. We can likely, we should likely be able to use a bow. To do some damage. I think I broke all of them, right? Yeah, I think I broke all of them. Dang it. Maybe this one. No. Dang it. Me, such a okay, I want to greet them, not to. Could eat some carrots too. They're a very, very healthy red guard. Alright, one sec now. Let's think about this properly. I don't know if they will hear me, but if they hear me, I need to be. I need to buff myself quickly, and then sustain the battle. So the main problem with Regal is that I think she can hear us from here. So if we do any noise, yeah. She heard us, and now she's going to activate everybody. So what we do is we go backward. Yeah, she activated everybody. So I don't know if I can sustain that kind of damage. So this is going to be a bit of a shit show. We need to run away probably and try to funnel them, I guess.
Okay. Come on!
I hate that we don't have the range. No, what have I done? I thought I was parrying and I wasn't.
Ha! You're not very good at this, are you?
No, I have to admit I'm not very good.
You
Doesn't
don't
look
have
like
what
I'm
it
very
takes
good.
to kill me.
Not the way I'm playing.
What you gonna do?
So I don't know how this will go.
Time to end this little game.
2 minutes of
Give up while you still can! That's it. That's all you've got.
oh shit.
You won't leave Skyrim alive!
Ouch.
Guys will die, hero! Ah!
Pray to Stendar.
Ow.
Another day, another.
I rushed too much. No, I think this dungeon is too much for at the beginning of the build. Can't do that. We could start again from the same place.
I miss those days.
I guess. Yeah, we're only level 2, so it's fine. Let's take. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? Okay. Let's take again Oriel, Circlet of Magic, Magica, and And this time let's take the shield. Vegetable soup. Buildings. Yeah, maybe let's get a bit stronger before going there. Dang it, we finally managed to get dodge. Okay, let's keep that. Here, maze, and then we need to pick. First sign was warrior lady and Oriel. Oriel. Are we going to find the same route, actually? Apparently, yes. Okay. Shame that none of them had actually how difficult it is to use a bow for this one. Not bad. One through here. Usually they are in group of threes. Not this time. Alright. So let's not do the same dungeon. We can go from here to, well, let's find Falkreath and then go to work maybe Whiterun. We can do the dungeons essentially close to the standard start. We'll come back for Regal when I think I just need a little bit more perks. By the way, that was a mistake. I forgot to dodge. I don't know why I wasn't dodging. I was very too used to using the shield. The shield is useful only until I get dodge, right? When I get dodge, I shouldn't really use the shield anymore. I should just dodge when. Okay, Falkreath is covered. Let's go to the coast and then follow the coastline. Builds with bound weapons and conjured weapons in general. Yeah, so how do you get insights? I didn't kill anybody. How the fuck do you get insights? Wait, no, seriously, why did I get the insights? I shouldn't have if somebody else killed them.
Mercy.
Why count it as my insight? Okay. Should have anything of value? No. I mean, by A could be good, actually. And what about the bow? No, we don't need the heavier bow. Oh, there is another. The other one is alive there. So what gave me the experience? I don't get it. Them killing the horse gave me experience? Ugh. I need to get to 20 again. And killing this kind of enemies is stupid as hell. But I can't help myself. This one in particular has a freaking insane range. What? There's a mud crab. Right, I don't have any way to protect myself from this enemy, so let's go around the tree. You can bet as much as you want, my friend. I don't think it really does anything. I guess. Oh, maybe yes. Maybe it does.
We are routed.
Okay. I was wrong. Yeah, shield. Hey, Jav, how you doing? Yeah. I mean, it happens. The blood mage is cursed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's a shame too, because I think that would have worked.
Kill you.
But I don't know. It's
No! Enough! This ends now! I love.
I don't know. I feel like the way to play Blood Mage right now is missing something. It's way inferior to you know, just going elemental. Also because now you don't specialize in elements anymore, right? So you can pick the element that is better for the enemy. There are only few enemies that are really resistant to all elements, right? So, I don't know, it feels like the Blood Mage is like in this awkward space where it's not better than anybody else, you know? And you take so much damage. Like, the fact that I couldn't out-damage the Falmer I had still has the best stats. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I believe you. Actually, no, maybe. But I was surprised yesterday, honestly, because I had so much spell power going on that it, like, the fact that I couldn't out damage the farmer. I don't know. Yeah, I understand why that happens. Like, for sure, it was definitely my fault in not having a potion of magic frost resist. Right, when you go in those dungeons, you need to do that to get that. It's just, I don't know. Feels like you are just better off with any other type of magic than a blood mage to me. I like blood mage a lot, but I was expecting maybe more damage or maybe less resistant damage. I'm not sure exactly what. Like, I can guarantee you that the same exact mage with any other types of spell wouldn't have had this problem. Maybe it's me, but it feels like that. It feels like the I don't know. What's up with my audio? Wait, what's up with my audio, guys? Wait. What's going on with my audio? What is the issue? Before I continue to play. I haven't heard my audio. Is there something off? What do you mean? Guys, you need to give me a bit more than H. You're in a canyon or something. What? Huh. Did I? Am I? I don't know. I haven't really changed anything. But if I'm in, if you guys hear me in a canyon, I can change. I can see the settings. Seems normal. Okay. Maybe it's my system. I don't know. I added a filter to try to filter out a bit of noise. Because I've been told that you can hear more than what you want to hear. But apart from that, I haven't really changed anything. So if it's something, it's that. Yes. Okay. No more cat noises. Yeah. Yeah. No more cat noises, I'm afraid. Anyway, I can guarantee you that the same type of fight with any other spell I would have won. Because I wouldn't have taken that much damage. Then again, I probably wouldn't have had that much health. Like, I would have approached it differently. I don't know. I can still die with other mages. It's just... Compare the Blood Mage, again, to the Sand Mage or a Wind Mage. There is no comparison. It's Wind Mage, Sand Mage. They may do less damage, but they don't damage their own health with the magnitude that Blood Mage does. The Blood Mage works only if you're really good at not taking any damage, in my opinion. And I mean, that's one hell of a bet to do, right? Oh, the Nordic Maze looks amazing. It happens. Computers are amazing machines. With the one archetype, that's bad. Trading was a bad idea. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. No, don't follow the rabbit. Fight me. Fight me.
Can't wait to count out your coin.
Still fight me. It's a fox. Dude.
By Eastmere. Won't get away with that. Damn you! Gonna die for that. You're dead. You hear
I know.
me? Dead!
Feels like this time the build was a bit better and I just got unlucky. But then again, I have to admit that a lot of, like, the build relied a lot on me being able to stay away from damage. So, I don't know. That, again, I don't have the same feeling with other mages. Yeah, I'm considering the shield. The problem is I don't have magicka. And for now, the weapon is only 4 minutes, I think. So I think I'll postpone getting the shield to later, because we are at guard. So the build is a sunlight build, which is one of the strongest archetype. This time I want to, okay. So here's the thing. Originally this build was a heavy armor build. Hey!
It's so much easier to rob when you're dead!
I got stuck on terrain. One sec, guys. I'll answer the question about the build. One moment.
Fools!
Want to be sure that I know what I'm doing. I should break the thing. So, the build idea is to use sunlight weapons and weapons that lower magic resist to hit very hard. And also use Auriel, Pro Illusion to get fast attack speed, so they get very fast regeneration up and running. So this build is a bit slow at the start, but if I can pull off the start, then it will get insanely strong, like we tank slighted strong. In the original form I was using heavy armor and I was so tanky that it was not like it felt like cheating. I never streamed that though, like it was I just played myself. It was one of the first real builds I bring to end game in a Tribute of Twigs. This time I want to do a light armor. Oh man, that was such a mistake on my side. Speaking of timing, so the reason is that the combination of heavy armor and the regeneration that you get, which is pretty unique, makes you immortal. If you ever played that kind of build, you know that. So in this iteration of the build, we go light armor, ideally ancient farmer at the end, and we use Oriel instead of Giuliano, so we will have weaker infusion if we have infusion at all, but we have faster attacks. The idea is to combine this with the sword that debuff 5% magic resist to do insane damage, and that's universal damage. So the sword that debuff 5% magic resist cannot be resisted, so as long as I connect the attack with that sword, the enemy will take full damage. So that's the idea. Now, I know the build works because I've done it in the past already. The main issue of this build is that early on is well, it's not the fastest build to bring up, and it takes some time to get it online because it gets really online at level 70 restoration. Until then, this is just a standard build with all the promise of a normal build. Once I hit the perk that gives me magic health regen and I have the duelist effigy, I will be able to sustain a lot of damage and basically do most of the content in Skyrim. even without resistances, which is one of the perk of this build. You don't need resistances, you will take damage and just out heal the damage. We are red guard, so we have 20% faster attacks because with sunlight weapons, red guard is the way to go, period. We will raise only health, so absorb health regeneration means that the more health we have, the stronger that will be. And that's pretty much it. So we may use infusion too. I think we will use infusion too, but later down the line. I want to get the sunlight weapon up and running. That takes a lot. Like essentially, we will focus as much as we can in restoration, and then we have one-handed for flurry and the sword, and akimbo in dexterity for later. So when we go dual weapon, we need to have some akimbo perks for sure. So it's a nice build because you have stages, and each stage makes you stronger. Yeah. So, but you have to believe me when I say that if you get to the end game with this build, it's really, really strong. It's very fun to play and really strong. There are still some enemies that are a nightmare for this build. If I need to dodge a lot. If an ebony vamp hit me, I can have all the heal in the world that it will still probably two-shot me. Same for some of the mean bosses, Ossenberg in particular. I think dual wield maces are the highest self-absorb you can get out of sun weapon. So yeah, for sure. I don't know if the speed of the sword is better though, because the thing about the absorption is that it stacks forever. Like if you hit 1000 times, you have 1000 absorb, right? So yeah, it gets exactly. So we want to do a power attack. That's the reason why, because it's insane damage. So the thing about the swords is that they absorb less for sure, but this is the main problem of the build, that we don't have at the moment the perks to sustain sunlight weapons for too long, which sucks. Can I get only one of them to come? No. Alright, so I don't know if swords versus maces, which one is better, but because the buffing sword is like the buffing weapon we are going to use as a sword, I think. Oh shit. That was a mistake. I should have touched the lever before going down here. Whatever. What's going on with my timing? Come on. Not even against the mace I can keep up the timing.
Your heart out!
So essentially, we're going to use that sword to debuff, and then like it makes sense to have that swords, of course, because we want that sword to go as fast as possible, right? So the one that debuff. So the magic debuff from the sword is 5% for 10 seconds. So if we hit quickly enough, we should be able to bring down magic to 0. And of course, we can use Arcane Junction, so there's also that. Yeah, I understand that. So, but it's a way to optimize perks. Because if you're going to use the sword to debuff the enemy, then you want that perk that speed up the swords, right? I don't know how dual wielding works with those perks, but yeah. I haven't, but anyway, for now we're going to use the mace. The mace is just better when you use only one of the weapon. Especially the shield, if I remember correctly, it's much stronger. Then when we have two, we will decide. The other thing is that we have various ways to decrease enemy magic resistance. So we don't necessarily need to use the sword. We could use shouts, or we could use.
You won't get the best of me.
Oh shit. Okay. We could use shout. We could use arcane disjunction. We will use arcane disjunction actually. So
Prepare to die.
maybe it is worth going dual maces with this.
No.
Oh come on, go down. Oh, the shield is affecting me. So I haven't decided that yet. That part. The idea was to use the one sword that gives the buff because it's the only way to get the magic resist of enemies to 0. So, and if I want to do that, I prefer less damage but get the sword to hit as many times as possible, right? Because then enemies with high resistances will be completely nullified. So if I'm correct, what will happen is that all enemies eventually will take full damage from our sunlight weapon, which is better than doing more damage, right? Because doing more damage but still have resists is not great. So that's why I think the sword would be better. I haven't really figured that out though. Like, it's just my speculation on that. Does it make sense, Jeff? So if it's 5% for 10 seconds and I can hit several times with power attacks, I should be able to bring any enemy to 0 eventually if I'm fast enough. Said that though, like, we may not, like, we could stay mace and not take this perk here because we don't need the penetration and we could deal with all the other with attack speed by just taking flurry and yeah, only flurry basically. So flurry and shadow shield, I think it's called, the other one. So we could just keep the sword perks entirely, and then we could do a mix of sword and maces, right? And then you get the buff of the two worlds. You just attack a bit slower, but you still can debuff enemies quite a bit. My problem is I don't know. Oh, shit, I should have waited. Why did I wait? My problem is that I don't know if we can bring resistance to 0 without getting perks in swords.
Nice boots you've got there. Yes.
I don't know about that. I think there is a, like, killing enemies faster is always good. But I see your point. So restoration is a bit of a,
You hear me?
does a lot
Dead.
of things very well.
You're gonna die for that.
Yeah, but I see the, 100%. That's a very good point. I can agree with that. So as you can tell, I'm not fully committed. I just have this idea that, you know, how do we get more experience from this than get dungeons? Like this, Emerald Mine is a bit too strong for the content it has. But why 70? Oh yeah, because you are immortal. Right. Yeah. And that's the other thing, right? One could say, you know what? Don't use the sword that the buff magic resist. Just use 2 sunlight maces. You know, and play a dual wield sunlight maces. And then you can use the shout to lower magic resist, and then you still do quite a lot of damage, even if you don't do the maximum damage, but you get the maximum possible absorb health regeneration, right, with dual maces. So that argument I like a lot. I haven't decided that yet if it's worth it or not, but that argument I like a lot. So there is the other version of the build is dual maces, and then you just you don't. Those are bosses? You don't give a shit about, you know... Enemies won't kill you. Oh, go to hell.
Just a rat.
I hate orcs. And the super health.
Victory.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So those are the two options, and we could really. I would like to try the dual mace. I never tried it. I can tell from my test that it's insane.
Don't fight back, and I promise I'll
Dang it! I need to rush this one, huh?
kill you quickly.
Will I die? Ouch. Ouch. Come on. Man, it's so good. Auriel, Redguard Auriel, guys. If you want to try a mace that feels like a sword, try to play Redguard Auriel. It's such a, it's so good. It's so good. There's, like, I don't have any. It's so good. Try it. So and also I never done this sunlight, this double sunlight maces, because I always thought, you know, faster weapon better, and so I always went with sword. So I would like to try that build too. So I would like to try both essentially. So I haven't decided which one yet, but we can definitely go with two sunlight maces and just watch the world burn. Like. Yes, and that's why we are missed, right? So, but honestly, even without the additional speed from Oriel, I would still go with maces, because without, at the very beginning at least, the single hit damage is way too good. Anyway, so my point being, I haven't decided which one yet, but regardless of which one we choose, this is going to be very strong. That's the reason why I decided to go light armor, it's just to mix things up a little bit, because if I do heavy armor with this build, as soon as we reach level 70 in restoration, we are immortal. Like, there isn't a single entity in the game that can do enough damage to kill one of my heavy armor sunlight build. I've tried this already. Like, I was telling somebody before that you know the slider room, the secret room in the Feglo Keep. My build was able to sustain the damage from the slighted, all of them, while staying in that room, okay? Just thanks to the regeneration and damage resistance. It was insane. So, the light armor just spice things up, so I still need to play. I cannot just sleep at the keyboard, I need to actually do stuff, which is good.
Now ain't this a surprise?
What's that? It's a hat. Was that a boss or an hour? A boss. Ow!
Best you.
He managed to do some damage. Can I get my sunlight weapon? The main problem right now is that
You're gonna die for that.
we cannot keep up the weapon up enough, and also, truth to be told, the magic damage until we get restoration 30 is not very strong. So I shouldn't really use the sunlight weapon at this right now, but whatever. Okay. Anyway, we will see that. The fun part is that the sunlight weapons not only guarantee that we're not going to die, but also gives us infinite dodge and infinite magicka. So it makes sense to, for instance, invest in instead of investing in sword, we have 3 more perks. Just invest in enchanting and get the infusion going, and then you have, you know, dual sunlight maces doing infusion damage, which again is going to be hilarious as soon as it gets online. And the other thing of this build is that, differently from a normal absorption build, this one can absorb from construct too, for some reason. I still don't understand the logic behind it, but it's true. Why we are coming back here? What am I doing? Oh, I need to go to live another life. So let's go and check Alduin. So yeah, I don't know. The another advantage of light armor is that it should give us we should be able to move faster, so reach the enemy faster. Because the main problem of the heavy armor one was I still need to reach you. So for instance, Mirak was able to move away quickly. I still killed him, but it was a bit annoying. This one should be able to get 120, 130 movement speed easily. Yeah, but that's too strong. That's too strong. Like it cannot be that you can absorb also from construct. Then what's the downside? Like the downside of absorption usually is that undeads cannot absorb that much. You get like half or even less of the magnitude. What was that? Dang it. No, absolutely not. And then that, you know, construct you cannot absorb from them. So you have a bit of a limitation. It's not that much, but it's there. Right? There are a lot of undeads in the game. This one, the sunlight weapons, don't have any limitations. You will absorb from vampires. Oh, actually, you will do a ton of damage to vampires, but you will absorb from everybody. And this feels a bit too strong. It's still very fun to play, but I have to admit that some nerf would be nice to have. Just to balance it. I mean, not this specifically build. This one, because it's evasion, I still have to see if it will be able to sustain the damage. But the heavy armor sunlight weapon build, especially if you use the sunlight shield, that one is, it's unkillable. It's like, what do you want me? It's just unkillable. Any enemy, any entity you hit with once will give you a ton of health regen. And you also, sorry, is this, do you really tell you about the
Ain't every day we get visitors in Riverwood.
I don't care about the dragons. Let's move. Let's look at the camps, bandit camps. The other thing is that it's a bit too much health regen. On that one I'm a bit torn. The thing is, like, normally health regen is not that strong. Like when you do powerful healing, like healing aura, right? It gives you 1 health per second. That's not that much. It's good in the background, but it's not something that in battle works that well, right? And powerful healing aura is different. It's another beast, but it's not. Still not super strong. What you get from sunlight weapons is a lot of regen. I think because it's based on the percentage of health you have, right? So the more health you have, the more a single hit will give you back in health. Yeah, exactly, right. So basically you out heal. It's the only build that I know that without using healing 4 or healing 2 can out heal any damage. It's like using healing 4, but you have it in the background when you hit the enemy. Like healing 4 makes you immortal if you have the magicka to use to sustain it. Yeah. Anyway. This is going to be a good build if I manage to bring it up, which is I've been failing so far, but hopefully it will happen. Also, we're going to use illusion, so get speed also from that. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I can tell you it's going to be fun. Yeah, we need the restoration 25. We need a lot of perks in restoration. This is also the first time I do it with Oriel. In the past I used Julianos because of the additional infusion damage, and that's a really strong build. But I want to lean more on attack speed this time. So, just to see comparatively to my previous experience, how this works. Red Guard is so good for this build. Like, it feels like it's built for this build, Red Guard. You know what I mean? Like that attack speed with no detriment whatsoever. It's so good. But honestly, most of the dual wield build seems to be built for the Red Guard. Yeah, you get less damage, but who cares? You attack very quickly and you have a lot of stamina to sustain attack. Yeah, I'm not going to fight you, buddy. Sorry, but I have other things to do. Sorry. Yeah, just apologize to a troller. Whatever. Let's go take the other chests. You could use the 40% storage. Yes, but Gold said that the one in evasion is not affected by Oriel. Like Gold said, I don't know if it's the strongest. Like, I would like to compare it to Orc. Because the percentage of healing is based on your health, I wonder if the additional health from Orc is better. This is again theory crafting. Yeah, I know, but because I've done it in the past and I ran into this problem, so it doesn't work. So if we want to use, the capstone, we need the shout. Or what is it, alteration that gives you the spell? That's something you need to keep in mind. But yeah, that one didn't work. Also, the Dream Stride, I think, didn't work. I don't know. It told me that there were a couple of effects that were not magic and then not considered for the for Oriel.
That's all you've got. Cannot fetch it. No.
Perfect.
You'll pay for this. I'll kill you.
Perfect. And then the third one.
I cannot best you.
Okay, good one. This one I didn't kill, but still fine. We could use the crossbow actually. We could use the crossbow instead of the hunting bow. No, I was just okay. I don't remember what was the other one, but there were two things that are not affected by Oriel, and they were both non-magical, so I think that was the idea. And I was a bit upset because I built, like, eventually I switched to Julianos, even if the build was intended to be an Oriel build, because there wasn't really a reason for me to stay with Oriel because it wasn't giving me that much. I think it was the Sunlight Archer, and you don't get that much benefits from Oriel as I thought you would get. I don't remember what was not affected by. There was another one. I'm sure about the evasion one because I was testing it and it was not doing much. But there was something else that was not. Basically, anything that cannot be extended in length, if I remember correctly. That was the thing that Cole said. Okay. Is that the dog? Oh, elephant dog. Okay. All right. So, guys.
Come on.
I guess the orc, the normal mace would have been better actually. That's a mistake. Uh-oh. Okay. Whew. Uh-oh.
I'll cut you open.
If the orc sneezes in my direction, I'm dead. We are dealing with
Gonna split your belly like an old woman's purse.
yeah, maybe it was Skooma, which sucks because it would be amazing with Skooma if you think about it. But I can ask again to clarify actually. I would be interested because I like the concept of Oriel and
Enough!
I don't know. Every time I play, like before I play it, like I look at the blasting, I'm like, yeah, it's amazing. I'm going to use it and I'm going to enjoy this a lot. And then every time I play it, I am like, yeah, this is not that good as I thought it would be. Every single time. So. Right now we are getting the benefit of the necklace, which we don't have on us for some reason. What the fuck? Why we didn't have the necklace? So we didn't have 8% move attack speed. Great. But it would be nice to get Oriel to work with any slow time effect regardless. Especially because the capstone is not the easiest one to take. They actually move it now. It's I think you just need to do the mod priest thingy, so you don't need to do soul cairn anymore to get the capstone. But it's still hard to take it, right? It's much harder than many others. I compare it to, I don't know, Mara. For Mara, the capstone is, yeah, you do the Vermina quest on Mara side. That's it. Or Julianos, you go and take the dragon. Oh, nice, we can open this. Huh. 59 damage. It does more than the. Yeah. Man, own stuff are amazing. So Julianus, you just need to do Blackreach, and again, compare Blackreach to Soulcairn and tell me that it's fine that Oriel Capstone is weaker than Julianus. Because that's the thing. Julianus Capstone is insanely strong. So I think the capstone should be, the power of the capstone should be tied of how difficult it is to get it, right? So in the case of Oriel, it should be very difficult, very strong. Can we do at level 3? Can we do altered? Do we want to do altered steam? there is always a... The other thing about Red Guard is that they have poison resist. They should remove the poison resist from Red Guard. Because it's way too strong having a race, like there is no Argonian with poison resist. Like poison resist is one of the best effects you can get. Because the mid game is full of poisonous enemies. Okay. What is going on? Where is everybody? They're fighting outside.
I'll bury you!
Yeah, they're fighting outside. Oh no.
Killing you will make for an excellent story. It's nothing!
Okay, there are 3 enemies that saw me. Let's see. What are they fighting? Fighting soldiers? Let's go and see. Shit.
Come on.
Well, that's not great. That's a crossbow. And that's a bow. And I put myself in the wrong place.
You look like you're lousy with gold. Good.
Come on, guys. You know where I am. It's your base. Ow!
You start running, so I can.
Dang it, I thought I was going to do something smart and instead I got hit and I'm half health. Great. Oh my god. Okay, one sec. Let's reset this. They're going to both power attack me. Archers are insane. They don't care about their life, Archer, in this game.
It'll be so much easier to.
No!
Time for you to die.
I'm dead. I am 100% dead. I put myself in this situation. I blame myself for everything. Oh no, I didn't die.
And I made
Okay, that's awkward. Whew. Well, I don't think I can get out of here alive. Because we enter, there are 3 enemies. Maybe, because we are red guards. Maybe this could work. Now we need to run. Okay. Well, boys, this is how we die. This is how I die. I did something stupid and I deserve to die. Boy.
I knew I'd find you.
I'll send you to oblivion.
Whew. Ready, set, go. I don't have any stamina potion. I don't have any stamina potion. I'm going to be so mad if I've done all of this to die now. Because I don't have stamina potions.
You want a real fight,
No.
eh? Come on.
So, if you ever want to save a video of why Red Guards are the strongest race, well, yeah. Come on. Come on, jump on me now before the others catch up. Oh my god, you're so useless. Run. How? How do we do this? Okay, calm down. How do I do this? Get to the mountains. Get to the mountains, try to separate
And I
them.
may still show mercy.
And I almost died.
Dendar, while you can.
I'm a bit panicking. One sec. No.
Someone's gonna get hurt. You. I'll show you a real fight.
Fucking orc, they never shut up.
Die.
Come on, jump on me. Argonian. Oh my god, Argonian, wake up, man.
Worse than you.
Yeah, they are attacking. Alright. Maybe.
Damn you.
What? Okay, it's one of them.
I'll show you what a real orc can do.
Yeah, it's one of them, and it's hitting me, and I cannot afford to be hit by that spell. And we're going to poke another hornet nest. Perfect. That's what I need. I need more enemies. I was like, wow, this is too easy. This is too easy.
Where are you?
What? There is something I can do. Just want to play. I have a couple of friends here that want to talk to you. Come. No, come. You don't get stuck there.
Like you're lousy.
Okay.
Good.
Come on, man. Let's... Time to get one hit by. It's actually not doing that much damage anymore. Like, I think they're going to buff him again because... have you tried to fight him in the last iteration? It's not that... it's not doing... Like, he used to be an insanely strong enemy. Or maybe... Wait. Where is my mammoth? Why is not helping me? I cannot fight these two together. So I think Lala installed the mod and made it so that enemies aggro, especially animals, don't aggro that much.
No one better
But
than Kratos.
I never seen Mammoth not attacking bandits. I actually never seen Mammoth not attacking bandits. I have to admit this. I can still bring them inside the...
I'll show you a real fight.
Damn it. I can still get the giants, I think, to fight them. It's only two. If I can get them to power attack together. Come on.
Kratos, Dendar, while you can.
Yeah, that should do it.
You won't get me.
Okay, he got buffed. Okay, good. Because he was pushed too weak.
Put you down.
Dead! Dead! God!
Fuck.
Victory's yours, I submit!
What? Victory is yours, I submit to what? We won. Okay, well, then it's better if I stay away. But it would be so nice to get his mace. Problem is that I'm kind of punching a little bit above my bed here. What? How that did I hit? Shit.
Challenge me and perish!
Yeah, dumber. Crazy dumber.
I'll cut you open!
You don't need to make all the dumber crazy in this game. the mammoth don't attack anybody anymore. That's interesting. A very interesting decision. I don't understand, but okay. I think Ron made a mistake. No, not even when they get hit by arrows. Like, they are completely passive, the mammoths now. But why?
Tell you what.
There we go.
You start running.
Yeah, I start running
back.
and you do what you do. Come on, jump on me.
I'm going to put you down.
One down. Don't have arrows. Do I have arrows? No. Alright, we need to make them use all the arrows. What about the mud crabs? Do they attack them? Dang it!
I love a challenge.
Okay. Alright, the pro is the animal here. Who is the saber cat?
Rip your heart out.
Does it look like? Okay, we can go toward the bandit camp. It should be empty, the bandit camp at this point. So do we have any more healing potion? We do.
Victory or Solid!
Get fucked. Oh, come on. Oh, that was bad. Oof. But he's kind of... Oh. So, healing. Okay. So far, so good. So where is Ron? No, that's not Ron. That's it's all of them. It's Ron and the others. And what did they summon? Oh, 4 enemies. Come on, game. Give me some to work with. Okay, okay, it's coming. She's coming. Another. Does she have any more spells? No. Come on, you really want to attack me? Good. Okay, that went well. Yes. No, yes, yes. This can be useful. Nope, this cannot be useful. Drop it, drop it, drop it. Drop, drop, drop. Okay. Alright, sorry guys for the... how long? 150 seconds. 150 seconds, so who do I want to bring to him? Let's go, my friend. Warrior is still with us, yes. Okay, let's go, my friend. Come on, man. Where is he? What? I definitely hit him hard. Maybe that's better than the one we have, so let's take that. What is going on with Oran? He doesn't have any arrow anymore, so he should get on our ass at this point. Yeah.
Never back down.
Alright. We don't do any damage. We don't do any damage. We don't have any weapon to do any damage. We need the sunlight maze right now because he's an Ord. He's going to ignore our frost damage. Yeah, can you come please? Thank you. Thank you, man. Much appreciated.
Death is no.
Alright, Ron killed that guy in one shot. Okay. Okay. Oof. He has a shield. It's not showing, but he has a shield. And we have done 43 damage. What? What is my damage? Is he resistant to magic? He's not resistant to magic. Since when? Isn't he just as in order? No, magic resist 0. I'm tripping. 38. Why 38 damage? It's only 38 damage, the maze. Okay, maybe I need to level up restoration a little bit. Man, I'm looking forward to get the maze. Yeah, if that's the speed he has, I really want this, but
Let's see what you've got.
last famous words. He's going to kill me now. Come on, man, you really want to power attack me. I know you want to power. I can see through your eyes. You want to. You're like, I'm going to power attack this guy, and it's going to die. Come on, come on.
True Nords never back down.
Den attacker. Come on. Dude. Never seen Ron so passive.
Sure have mercy on you.
Oh no, I don't think Shore has to think about me in this moment. Oh man.
Come on.
Okay. Yo. Thanks for the upgrade. There's one additional enemy on the map. Do we have enough? No. Nice. Nice. So who is in the map? So he seems more resistant, but not really buffed. Who is he? Archer? How many scrolls does this guy have?
I'm going to put you down.
Here's another one. No!
Sweat.
Stop it!
Die already, so I can take your stuff.
Oh shit! I don't have. This is fast. This guy is fast.
This is your
I need my stamina back.
You sweat. I'm gonna blade you.
No! Dang it! I thought the mammoth was. Why this mammoth attacked him? Why the others no, but this one yes? What the hell happened there? I was so sure he was going to attack me because the mammoth didn't attack the other guys before. Whatever. We somehow are alive. I mean, sure. At this point, why not? Like, we died like a bitch to a farmer the other day, and now we just did 2 camps and at the same time at level 3. Sure. Okay, so we have apprentice spells. Let's get into the altered steam and maybe Maybe we're a bit more repaired, more less exposed in this place. Let's get this potion. No, shit down. Okay, let's get inside the base. Wait, what? Who? No enemy, so I don't think it's somebody who... Who? Whatever. No more carrots game, please give me anything else. Okay, cabbage. Tomato. Okay, good. Anyway. Almost spell for Oriel. 45 half. No, we don't need 45 block. So wait, we don't need it. And let's bring up restoration to 32. Level up, health. And then we have 2 perks and we get both. We get this and we get this. And this gives us heal self 2. I guess enchanted constitution. I'm not sure I need it, but whatever. There's nothing else to take. Okay, so we take heal rank 2, which is always better than heal rank 1. I don't know why, but it is. I'll cast this. So how much does he heal? 24. Yeah, the other build with all the spell power we had was much higher number. It was something else entirely. Okay, so 20 vision, 32 restoration. It's almost nighttime. I think we go to Silent Moon Camp, loot it, do it inside, and then we go to Whiterun. We probably want to... The thing is, now I think Bouncer is back there. I'm pretty sure Bouncer is much better now. I love the new potion style of Lalaland. I find it way better than the previous one. Come on, level 35 is almost there. Now we won't have any much of a problem.
Can't hide from me.
Okay. I didn't even know they could open the door. Let alone... Come on. You know what you want to do. Come on.
You are nothing.
Come on! True in the...
Oh, fucking archers. What's the strat with the archers though? Why haven't I reloaded this? I'm down. The second one I could rush it, but whatever. It's high level and I don't know, like they have perks in penetration in marksman, that's a problem. That's where we stay behind. So because archer have a way in previous tricks to just go insanely aggressive once you break their bow. This. Let's get the fodder. Okay, let's get inside, loot. No, I didn't want the weapon. What's this? Arcane oil, we don't need it. Oh, so close. So tantalizingly close. Alright, let's get to Whiterun. Get... No, actually, what am I doing? Let's loot. Imagine doing all of this and forgetting to loot Silent Moon Camp. Like, how this guy died? How did he die? For a second I thought the music stopped because I was under attack. So what do? Need to drop some stuff. This and no, we don't drop any of those. We can eat this. Let's go. Alright, Whiterun. But also we got restoration 35, so this means we finally got this nice perk. So they have 30% enchantments, last longer, and absorb magic regeneration. Good. So everything else will require greater insights. So what is the next the best play? Well, first of all, can I cast enchanted? No. Can I cast it without? Need to be able to cast enchanted. Okay, one moment. So with 35 sunlight weapons, we can go to 50 restoration, because then at 60 we get the stamina perk. How do we get greaters with this build? We need better armor. Would be nice to get some armor with frost resist. I wonder if you could get some parts of the old barbarian, or the ancient barbarian armor. How hard it would be. Like, I don't know how hard Riekling hit in this a low level, because I usually when I do them, I'm very high level.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must
Have
have
you
more
met
swords.
looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Got it. Okay, then no Riekling. So I need to think about what to do to get the. So I think we try Regal again. Probably. Hopefully this time we don't die too quickly. Where is?
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Okay, so that's not here. So I need to farm some graters. And I'm trying to think where, which one.
Ascended from flesh to
Yeah,
rule
exactly.
the realm of spirit.
I'm not famous for not being it though, so I don't know if that would work with me.
Our elven overlords.
What is this old
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
It took me weeks to
Battleborn, give me
I can't stop now, and I can't get the sword on my own.
But of tomorrow, what then? Do the elves take your homes?
Alright. Let me think about this. We can do a few bandits.
Against its own people.
You don't need to necessarily go to do some stronger encounters, but if I had to do something, sunlight, the sunlight shield gives me how much magic resist? I always forget. Gives me 10% magic resist, right? So we could buy that to do more damage and also to get 10% magic resist. That's one way to get stronger. We could also invest 2 perks into enchanting to get very basic infusion, because now we will absorb magicka. So that's an option.
Come to Dragon. So, you wish to master the arcane arts? You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the mages college.
Okay. Now the big question is, can I cast it? We can use all the magic of we can. What's the duration of the maze now? 50 minutes.
I met one of the caravan. You do that? As promised, let me show you.
Let me see. Alright guys, I think I'll stop here. I need to think what are the next steps. We could do some more bandits to bring up restoration, and also evasion would be nice to bring up a little bit, because we need to take the perk that, you know, when we dodge for 2 seconds we don't take damage from arrows. We are not in a hurry
That spell looks dangerous. Keep your distance.
to get dual wielding, so dexterity is not important. I think we just raise restoration because it gives us more damage on the weapon, and then yeah, I think we do that. The idea is to reach 50 restoration, get as much damage as we can. For was a nice fight. So for I wonder if we get some frost resistance, if we can manage to do some I can do this, some farmers. Yeah, running low is a big killer for many. The advantage of going vampire is that you don't get that problem, right? There we go. So we have 30 minutes of mace and shield. So this will do a ton of damage if we keep it up. Anyway, so I close here. I don't know yet what to do next, but I think when we continue some bandit camps, the goal would be to find some frost resistance things. We could go also for Regal's armor just to get a little bit of enchants. I can't think about anything else though. I think that's really it for the build. So right now it's just a matter of powering up and get into the mid game and get all the resistances we need to do. Maybe farmers, or you know, probably farmers. So we do have 100% poison resist without anything else, because we can use enchanted constitution. So that's good. We could, like on that side, we already cover for farmers. On the frost side, I just need to find some enchants. So we farm some money and then try to find some good frost resistant stuff. And then there are still problems because mages can still cast shock spells, and some of them have fire staves. But at least we are covered against frost, which is the main killer for a build like this. We need to, because it removes the stamina. Alright, but for now I'll close here. So thanks for joining today, and see you later if you're still around. Bye bye.